Good evening, dear students from all over Egypt. Welcome to today's session. With you today, Ms. Wafa Hassoub, and today, inshallah, we will continue Chapter 9, Logical Operators on Qureo platform. So, be with me to learn about programming and artificial intelligence. And Chapter 9, Logical Operators, is about you will learn how to write and use the logical operators and or. So we will learn about and we will learn about or, how to use them. So starting with logical operators, key points of the lesson, how to write the logical operator and how to write the logical operator or. So be with me, please. So now we have Rick says, the aquarium was fun, wasn't it? So we have here Cody. There were so many fish and they were so cute. We've walked a lot and we're hungry. Let's get something to eat on the way home. I wonder what would be good. And we have here Rex says, oh, and by the way, there is a food court near here. How about getting a burger there? They are having a special campaign. Well, they say, if the number of people who come to the restaurant is equal to or greater than 2, and your total bill is greater than or equal to 3,000 Cody coins, we will give you a 20% off. So now, dear students, we are talking about two conditions for the same state, okay? If we think in terms of conditional branches, it would be like if the number of people who come to the restaurant is equal to or greater than 2, and your total bill is greater than or equal to 3,000 Cody coins. So these are the two conditions that we have here. So احنا كان السابق اللي احنا كنا بناخده قبل كده ان بيبقى فيه عندي شرط، وبالتالي انا فيه عندي مفروض استجابة معينة المفروض ان هي تعرض قدامي. احنا دلوقتي لا، احنا دلوقتي هنعرض معاكم ان هيكون في عندي شرطين، ولازم الشرطين دول يتحققوا علشان نقدر ان احنا يكون عندي المخرج النهائي او الاوتبوت النهائي يطلع معايا بشكل سليم. So this is what we will learn about the AND logical operator. Not if the number of people who come to the restaurant is equal to or greater than 2. We will give you 20 off or 20% off. If the total bill is greater than or equal to 3,000 Cody coins, we will give you 20% off. So no, that's not right either. To receive the discount, we need to meet both conditions. So علشان نقدر ان احنا نحقق الديسكاونت لازم يكون في عندي شرطين يتحققوا. So this is what we are going to learn in this lesson. Exactly. So up till now, you only had to meet one condition, like if you score 100 in mathematics or if the lottery numbers are the same, but this time there are two conditions that must be met. Aha, I see that the hurdle is a little higher than before. Well, how do I write a condition expression when there are two conditions? Well, all right, let's get on with the program. So this is how to write the program. Look here, let number of people here is the variable. Let number of people equal 3. Let fee equal 3,500, okay, or 500. So if number of people, so now we have two variables here, students. Now we have, because we have two conditions, so we have to have two variables to talk about them. So if number of people is greater than or equal to, and okay, fee is greater than or equal 3,000, I want you to output 20% off. So now we have two variable declares. We have variable number of people and variable fee. Well, the first line declares and assigns variables to the number of people, and the second line is for the fee, respectively. And the third line is a conditional expression. It says if the variable representing the number of people is greater than or equal to 2, and the variable representing the fee is greater than or equal to 3,000. So what is that? Okay, the dollar sign between each condition. Well, we call this is ampersand. Okay, so it's ampersand. How often do you see the ampersand symbol? Well, at the keyboard, we call this, or in mathematics, we call this the dollar sign. It's the dollar sign. But as for programming, okay, we call it ampersand. In the programming world, the dollar sign symbol is called an ampersand. Well, if you write condition 1 and double and condition 2, it means condition 1 and condition 2. I know that many of you will have the question, why 2, not only 1? But be with me and you will know. Well, let's write a program and run it together. Well, so the program here says, create a program that outputs 20% off if the variable number of people is greater than or equal to 2, and the variable fee is greater than or equal to 3,000. So we have here let number of people equal 3 and let fee, okay, equal 300 or 3,500. So let's write the first condition. So enter the same program as below. We will write this program, okay, exactly the same it is. So starting with writing, okay, so not to be mistaken, we will copy this and paste it right here. So it's number of people, okay, greater than okay, or equal to, and we have the as I told you, the ampersand or the dollar sign, but in programming we call it the ampersand, which is like this. So we write it double. We write it double. And after that, we will write fee is greater than or equal 3,000. So if number of people is greater than or equal to, and fee is greater than or equal 3,000, and here it's 315 or 3,500, I want you to output 20% off. So what do you think will be output, dear students? Will 20% off will be output or not? Well, the first condition here is greater than or equal to, and it's 3. So the first condition will be met. The second condition here is fee is greater than or equal 3,000, and here is 3,500. So the condition 2 is met. So we think here is 20% off will be met. Let's see it and click run code. And here is 20% off. So how to write it? Okay, we write the first variable, okay, and the value assigned it, and then write 2 of the ampersand and the second variable and its value. يبقى الطريقة اللي احنا بنكتب بيها بما ان هما 2 conditions، اوكي، فاحنا لما بنيجي بنكتب بقى بنعمل f والاوبن الاقواس بتاعتنا، وبنكتب بقى الفاريبل الاول والقيمة الخاصة بيه، وبعدين بنجيب الامبرسنت بنجيب نكتب 2 منها، وبعدين بنجيب الفاريبل التاني والقيمة الخاصة بيه، وبنقفل القوس وبنشوف بعد كده الاوتبوت اللي احنا محتاجينه ان هو يكون موجود. I had assigned the number of people to 3 and the price to 3,500 Cody coins to each of the variables. So you correctly output 20% off to the console. Oh, Cody, I think this restaurant is offering another discount. So they say, if the number of people who come to the restaurant is equal to or greater than 2, or, so now we have or, okay, not and. If your total bill is greater than or equal to 3,000 Cody coins, we will give you a 10% off. So, but here we have another way of the logical operators. So احنا في الطريقة الأولى أخدنا لو كان في عندي شرطين محتاج إن هما يتحققوا. لا المرة دي بقى احنا عندنا ايه؟ عندنا شرط أو شرط، يعني something or another thing. So this is the second logical operator we will have now. So by or, it means if the number of people who come to the restaurant is equal to or greater than 2, or if the price is greater than or equal to 3,000 Cody coins, or if one of those conditions is met, you get 10% off. So can this be written in the same program? Of course, it's written the same way as before, but for or we use the simple, okay, vertical bar. So we call this vertical bar. And the dollar sign, we call it ampersand. Okay, so this is the vertical bar. Okay, if you write condition 1 and double vertical bar condition 2, it means condition 1 or condition 2. يبقى نخلي بالنا كويس كده اني انا لو في عندي قال لي condition 1 وجاب لنا كده 2 ampersand condition 2، يبقى هو كده بيقول لي ان condition 1 و condition 2 لازم الاثنين يعني يتوفوا او يتعملوا علشان اقدر ان انا اطلع الاوتبوت اللي انا عايزه. but لو كان عندنا condition 1 ومعانا كده الvertical bar، اوكي، وcondition 2، فده معناها يا اما الشرط ده يا اما الشرط ده، واحد فيهم هيطلع لي المنتج اللي احنا عايزينه. So now let's add a program as soon as possible. Okay, so create a program that outputs 20% off if the variable number of people is greater than or equal to 2 and the variable fee is greater than or equal to 3,000. So احنا دلوقتي عايزين نعمل بقى ان يبقى في 2 conditions or 2 conditions are met. So enter the same program as below. We will write it as it is written in front of you. So we will copy number of people just to not mistake in writing letters, and click here, paste. So this is the first condition, okay? Number of people is greater than or equal to, okay? We need the second condition. So the second condition, we have to write the ampersand, okay? So the second condition is fee A is greater than or equal. 3,000. I want you to output 20% off. So let's click run code. And voila, we have it here, 20% off. Well, the price doesn't meet the criteria, but the number of people does. So you're getting the proper 10% discount. Okay, I know how to write this. Once I master this, I can do a lot more with conditional branching. Well, yes, that's right. Come on. That's enough of the lesson. Let's go have lunch. Yes, I'll have the cheeseburger. I think I'll have the fish burger. Okay, so moving to the next lesson. How to write and how to write or. So do you remember the symbols? Well, the symbol for the word and is ampersand, ampersand, or the previous dollar sign. And as for all, it's the vertical bar, vertical bar. Okay, so we have here Ricky says, yoo-hoo, sorry to keep you waiting. We're both doing some independent training in programming today. Hmm. Cody will be surprised when he finds out we're working so hard. So he is talking to you, dear students. Rick here is talking to us. So let's go to a coffee shop and study while having a drink. Okay, so let's start with a review of what we have learned in the past few days. I'll give you a problem. So we have here condition 1 and condition 2 is written as condition 1 ampersand condition 2. But what do you call what do we call it? Is it and mark and sign or ampersand? So perfect, it's ampersand. Exactly. Let's click next. Well, and the correct answer is ampersand as we have chosen it. So now on to the second question. So condition 1 or condition 2 is written as condition 1 and double vertical bar. But what do you call this? So we call it vertical beer, vertical bar, vertical hair. So it's vertical bar, of course. Next. So let's see, the answer is vertical bar. So you two look like you are having a lot of fun. What are you doing? Oh, Cody, don't be surprised to hear that we have been doing some independent training in programming. Well, that's impressive. I was just doing a review of what I learned the last time I was here. It's a combination of conditional expressions and, which is the ampersand, or, which is the vertical bar. Perfect. This restaurant is also running a campaign. Why don't you try writing a program for practice? Well, let's see. If your total bill is greater than or equal to 3,000 Cody coins, you will receive our original mug as a special gift. However, this only applies if the number of people who come to the restaurant is equal to or greater than 2. So, notice that the first condition and the second condition must be met to win the free gift. So look here. Your total bill is greater than or equal to 3,000. So this is the first condition. And the second one is you visit with 2 or more people. So both of the conditions must be met to get the free mug. So it's and now. Okay, so the way it's written is a little different, but it means that you have to meet both the conditions of if your total bill is greater than or equal to 3,000 Cody coins and if the number of people who come to the restaurant is equal to or greater than 2 in order to get the special gift. So احنا محتاجين بقى نوفي الشرطين عشان نقدر ان احنا ناخد الفري gift or the free mug. Okay, so create your program as follows. Declare the variable number of people and assign 2. So let's write number of people as variable 1. Okay, so let's write let number of people, okay, equal 2. Declare the variable fee and assign 3,500. So let fee, okay, equal 3,500 Cody coins, of course. Okay. If the variable number of people is greater than or equal, so this is the first condition. So we will write if, wait, so we will write if, okay, and we will start with the first condition. So we will write the parentheses and start with the number of people is greater than or equal. So greater than or equal what? 2. Okay. And the variable fee. So and here is represented by okay, great the ampersand, double ampersand. Okay. And the variable fee, so we have to write fee now. Okay. Is greater than or equal. So it's greater than or equal 3,000. So what's the condition should be? Well, we need to open the curly brackets and write console.log, open the parentheses, and it's free mug now. But before we write the free mug, we need to put the double quotation mark and it's free mug, end it with the semicolon and voila. So let's check it with me. Okay, run code and it's free mug now. Well, it's perfect. This restaurant seems to offer a discount service. It looks like they have a discount for kids and a discount for senior citizens. It says we are offering a 3% discount for those under 12 years old or over 65 years old. That's a generous offer. Well, you can run this in a program too. This time it's or, so it's written as condition 1 or condition 2. So let's assign 15 to the variable age. دلوقتي زي ما احنا جربنا كده and كتبنا condition 1 and condition 2 هنجرب بقى condition 1 or condition 2. So it says so. Declare the variable age and assign 15 to it. So let age, let's write it, age equal 15. So if the variable age, now we have to write F and open the parentheses. So if the variable age, okay, is less than, so less than or equal 12, okay, or greater than. So greater than here is gonna be, okay, so greater than or equal to 65. Wait, if the variable age is less than or equal to 12, or, okay, it's greater than, so now we have to write age is greater than or equal to 65. So we will write age again. It's greater than, so, or equal 65. What should be put? Well, 30% off. So we will write 30% off is output to the console. So console.log and the parentheses and the double quotation, 30% off. And in the line. So علشان نحقق الشرط اللي هو بالفعل مطلوب عندي أو الشرطين اللي هما موجودين، فبيقول لي if the variable age is less than or equal to 2. So ده الكونديشن الأول اللي هو age is less than or equal to. And now we have or. So or we have to write two vertical bar. Okay. Is equal to or greater than or equal to 65. So ايه هو اللي greater than or equal to 65؟ it's age. That's why الكونديشن التاني بقى كتبنا age بنكتبه كامل، مش بنعمل أكبر من ويساوي فقط، لأ. يعني زي ما كتبنا الكونديشن الأول شكل كامل الفاريبل والقيمة بتاعته، كمان في الكونديشن التاني بنكتب الفاريبل والقيمة الخاصة بيه. Okay. So let's check it and click run code. So we notice here that nothing is output. Okay, so why so? Because بيقول لي ايه؟ let age equal 15. انا already الage عندي اوكي الفاليو بتاعته 15. ف if age is less than or equal 12. طب هل هو هنا less than or equal 12؟ no. وبالتالي مفيش حاجة المفروض هتعرض. طيب تعالوا بينا كده نشوف الشرط التاني. خلاص الشرط الأول ما اتحققش. تعالوا نشوف الشرط التاني بيقول لي age is greater than or equal 65. هل هو هنا greater than or equal 65؟ no. وبالتالي 30% off مش هتعرض. يعني في كلا الشرطين مش متوفرين عندي، مش متحققين هنا. That's why nothing here is outputted. Well done, that was easy, but it looks like we are not eligible for the discount service. Oh, well. And now let's go to the review part. Well, be with me, please. So it's a total of 5 questions. So let's start together. Okay. Select a program that means A and B. So A, okay, and double ampersand, exactly. But here, no, it's not 2 slashes, it's not 2 vertical bars, or 1 ampersand. No, we have to write 2. Because I told you before, احنا ليه دايما بنكتب 2 سواء كان في F أو or أو and، لأني أنا في عندي ده condition. يعني لو اتحقق الشرط، أوكي، لو ما اتحققش يبقى اعمل كذا أو شوف لي الشرط التاني. عشان كده بنقول لما بنعمل vertical bar بنعمل 2. فلو موجود ادي الاولى، ولو مش موجود يبقى شوف الشرط تاني. فكده بنجيب 2 and او 2 or. and click answer and it's correct. So next, select a program that means A or B. So A equal B, no. A and B, no. A less than B, no. It's A or B. And let's click answer and it's correct. Okay, next. So here it says, please select the output result when executed the following program. What is the result now? So let's check it with me. Well, let age equal 20. Okay, so if age is less than or equal 18, أقل من أو يساوي 18، هل هو هنا أقل من أو يساوي 18؟ No. طيب تعالوا بينا نشوف الشرط تاني بقى. age is greater than or equal 60. هل هو هنا greater than or equal 60؟ no. فبالتالي الشرط الأول عندي مش متحقق في الناحيتين، يعني في الاتنين or. وبالتالي المفروض إنه هيعرض عندي regular price. يعني لو ما تحققش الشرطين دول، مش موجود ده أو ده، اعرض لي regular price. ده اللي بيقوله البروجرام اللي موجود قصادنا. again let age equal 20. ففي أنا عندي شرط موجود أو الشرط ده. لو الشرط ده اتحقق أو الشرط ده، اعرض لنا 20% off. طيب الشرط الأول بيقول age less than or equal to 18. فأنا عندي هنا لأ، ده equal 20 مش 18. فبالتالي الشرط الأول wrong أو مش موجود، مش هنقدر نقول فيه. طيب الشرط التاني بيقول age is greater than or equal 60. طيب هل هو هنا equal 60 أو greater than 60؟ طبعا بالتالي لأ. فبالتالي 20% off مش هيعرض. فلو مش أي شرط من الاتنين دول اتحقق، else اعرض لنا regular price. وبالتالي regular price should be output. So it's not error, not no output, not 20%. It's gonna be regular price. And it's correct. Okay. So moving to, please create a program as follows. If variable A is equal to 5 or B is equal to 10. So احنا هنا كده we need to write A is equal, variable A is equal to 5. So A is equal to 5 or, so you write or B is equal to 10. But something is lacking here. I told you before, in if statements we have to write two of them. So here A is equal 5 and B is equal to 10. Okay, right condition is met. So let's click run code. The condition met. And click answer and it's correct. Okay, so question number 5. Please create a program as follows. If variable A is greater than or equal to 2. So now we have to write A is greater than or equal to and B. So now we have to write and. Okay, and B is greater than or equal to 3. Output condition met. So let's click run code, and condition is, and check the answer and it's correct, and let's go to the result. Perfect. So that was the end for chapter 9. Okay, logical operator. See you inshallah in the next chapter. All best wishes. Thank you and goodbye.